Tonight, I shine my spotlight on the kissing game. That's right, the benefits to kissing, the health benefits.
Shine with Kendéll Lenice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together.
Hello. Hi, everybody. This is Kendéll Lenice. I go by the name of Lady Motivator, and this is Shine, the podcast. You're shining with me, Kendéll Lenice. I am live every Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 7 p.m. Pacific Time. Tell your friends and family about Shine. I'm so excited about the growth of Shine. This is the 72nd show. So I try to step it up a little bit. I got my theme song and so on and so on and so on. So I'm just growing with it, and I'm grateful and I'm thankful to everyone who is listening. If you've listened to me before, welcome back. If this is your first time tuning in to Shine, I thank you, and thank you. Please subscribe to Shine, where all podcasts are played. If you have a Apple product, iPhone or iPad, go to your podcast symbol and subscribe to Shine with Kendéll Lenice. Same for you when you go to Google Podcasts. If you have an Android, go to Google Podcasts and subscribe to Shine with Kendéll Lenice. You'll see my face pop up and subscribe, and you'll get notifications when all new shows are recorded. Thank you, and thank you. For those of you that don't know me, I'm a transformational expert, they say, a life coach and speaker, as well as an author. But my passion and purpose is really to motivate and inspire everyone to live their best lives. In this show, you will be educated, you will be entertained, and hopefully you will be elevated. As my intro said, it's real talk for real people. I like to consider this a life podcast because we're going to be talking about things that pertain to you, and I'm going to help grow you up. All right. So before we go any further, I want to start with my life note. All right. It's time for this week's life note. All right. My life note is every week I like to start the show with a life note. It's a quote, it's a saying, whatever you want to call it, but it's words of wisdom that carry you through this show's topic as well as your future. Hopefully you keep these quotes with you for the rest of your life. So as I stated, we are talking about the kissing game today. The kissing game and the benefits of kissing. Health benefits, by the way. All right, so today's life note is the best kiss is the one that has been exchanged 1,000 times between the eyes before it reaches the lips. That is your life note for today. So again, we're going to be talking about the kissing game. So who remembers this song? I just only can play a little bit because I don't own the rights to this song. I'm just going to groove for a second. All right. That's the kissing game. That is I Like the Way, the kissing game by High Five. Everybody knows that group, right? If you don't, go to Apple Music right now and listen to it. Get your groove on to the kissing game. All right, so kissing. I'm surprised that a lot of people don't kiss anymore. I've heard and I've researched that most people don't kiss anymore. They don't share the exchange of kissing for a plethora of reasons. But kissing triggers your brain to release chemicals that ignite pleasures to the brain. According to a new study, 1 out of 5 married couples go without kissing for as long as a week at a time. And when they do kiss, 40% only kiss no longer than, guess what? 5 seconds. That's crazy, right? Daryl is sitting in with me on this show. Say hey to the people.
Hey.
he's in a distant land,
And
far away, and he's stunned. So think about that. I'm going to repeat that. 1 out of 5 married couples go without kissing for as long as a week at a time. And when they do finally get around to kissing, 40% only kiss for no longer than 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 seconds. It's interesting because kissing triggers your brain to release a cocktail of chemicals that leave you feeling oh so good by igniting the pleasure centers to the brain. These chemicals include oxytocin, dopamine, and serotonin, which can make you feel euphoric and encourage feelings of affection and bonding. It also lowers your cortisol. As you know, that is your stress hormone. It reduces those levels. So when I talk about kissing has health benefits, I'm not just saying it to be cute. It really, really does have health benefits. And I researched this a few years ago, and I was stunned. And I remember I was posting the statistics, and people were sharing and reposting, and they couldn't believe it. But I had read an article from WebMD titled, You Better Start Kissing. So the reason why WebMD says you better start kissing, number 1, there are plenty of benefits. And number 2, it feels good and it makes you stress free. It lowers those stress hormones. So when the cortisol is lowered, then that can save your life because stress kills. Everyone knows that. So those who kiss their partner goodbye each morning, y'all ready for this? Live 5 years longer than those who don't. Daryl is stunned. Daryl is stunned. When I told him I was doing this show on kissing, he was like, now what now? Can I sit in? Why you want to sit in on this show, sir?
About kissing and intimacy and all of that.
Because so we're talking about kissing and intimacy. That's why you want to be a part of the show?
Absolutely.
So those who kiss their partner goodbye each morning live 5 years longer than those who don't. Kissing is great for self-esteem. It makes you feel appreciated and it helps your state of mind. Will you agree with that?
I would.
And that is a health benefit. Now, this is the benefit that I love, I must say. Kissing burns calories, 2 to 3 calories a minute, and can double your metabolism rate. Research claims that 3 passionate kisses a day, at least they got to be for 20 seconds long though, will cause you to lose an entire extra pound. It's time to start kissing that fat away, that kissing diet, right? So I bet you never heard of the kissing diet. I'm going to read that one again for the people in the back. Kissing burns calories, 2 to 3 calories a minute, I might add, and can double your metabolism. Research claims that 3 passionate kisses a day, at least lasting for 20 seconds. So you got 20 seconds, will cause you to lose an entire extra pound. That's the kissing diet. Kissing is also a known stress reliever, as I stated before. Passionate kissing relieves tension. It reduces negative energy and produces a sense of well-being. It lowers your cortisol hormone. Wow. So I just wanted to repeat that because there are so many people stressed out because of life. Life will beat you up, spit you out, kick you to the curb, love you, hate you. That's what life will do to you. And so many people are stressed out. And they could be less stressed by kissing. Something as simple as that. That's why your lips are all greased up. Kissing, now listen, kissing uses 30 facial muscles. And it helps to keep the facial muscles tight, preventing baggy cheeks. Oh, wow. So you'll be able to pick out the people who don't kiss. All the people you see with baggy cheeks, they ain't kissing. The tension in the muscles caused by passionate kissing help smooth the skin and increases the circulation. Like, this is like, where has this information been hidden? I know about it. I researched it, and I still don't practice it all the way. You know, think about that. I'm like looking like, you just look amazed.
Right, I'm stunned. Okay.
Kissing is good for the heart as it creates adrenaline, which causes your heart to pump more blood around your body. Frequent kissing has scientifically been proven to stabilize cardiovascular activity, decrease blood pressure, and cholesterol. So what you think about that, Daryl? You stunned? So, but when you think about that and you think about kissing, did you ever think that kissing
would bring any health benefits?
Right.
No.
You just wanted to kiss.
Not just the benefit of kissing, but not anything health related or losing weight and things.
Losing weight, strengthening your cheekbones, it increases your circulation, and it has been proven to stabilize cardiovascular activity, decrease blood pressure, and cholesterol. See, only somebody like me would research kissing, and I did it years ago, and I have no clue why I did it, but because I'm that type of person, I believe everything has a benefit. And then, of course, the kissing and the chemicals to the brain help you, and everybody knows that's what triggers the pleasure part, right. And that's why you get all of the if you're doing it right, the tingly feeling inside. But it's not just a tingling feeling inside. So when something is tingling on the inside, it's affecting your body some type of way. So the nerdy side of me wanted to see why, because I research everything. He gets tired of me researching everything.
Stuff all over the place right now.
Because that's how you have to be informed. That's how I was always told you should know a little about a lot. And I do know a little about a lot. And I know a lot about a lot. Some things I'm very well versed in because of education and certification and all of that. But I've always been like that. I want to research and learn why things are the way they are, and especially health benefits and, all of that good stuff. It might sound corny, but somebody is listening. So listen to this. Those who kiss quite frequently are less likely to suffer from stomach, bladder, and blood infections. Daryl is stunned. He's stunned. You should see his face. Oh, God. Those who kiss quite frequently are less likely to suffer from stomach, bladder, and blood infections. During a kiss, natural antibiotics are secreted in the saliva. Also, the saliva contains a type of antiseptic that helps relieve pain. Now, I knew that before I even researched this years ago. So, again, for the people in the back, during a kiss, natural antibiotics are secreted in saliva. Also, the saliva contains a type of antiseptic that helps relieve pain. Boom. Kissing reduces anxiety and stops the noise in your mind. It increases the levels of oxytocin, as I stated earlier, an extremely calming hormone that produces a feeling of peace. The endorphins produced by kissing are 200 times more powerful than morphine. Now, if anybody's had surgery or you've been in the hospital or due to pain or back pain, when you go to the dentist, whatever they're giving you morphine for, the endorphins produced by kissing are 200 times more powerful than morphine. What do you think about that, Daryl?
Floored at this point.
You floored?
Yeah.
So I want to also talk about it almost as like, okay, so why don't people kiss? Do people know about these statistics?
So we kissed a lot. I got to step it up.
You got to kiss every second of the day. You got to be glued to the mouth because think about it.
Amen.
You can live, going back to the first statistic, those who kiss their partner goodbye each morning live 5 years longer than those who don't. I don't know about you, but I can go for another 5 years added to my lifespan. So a lot of people don't like to kiss. I'm going to take a break and we're going to talk about why people don't like to kiss. We'll be right back. Are you stuck in an unhappy relationship or a dead-end job? Are you having difficulty moving to the next level in life? Are you looking for love or romance? Are you looking to achieve and accomplish your goals? Are you looking to get more clarity on your vision? Do you struggle with self-esteem? Are you looking for insight, trying to figure out what you're trying to do with your life? These are some of the things I can help you with. Hi, my name is Kendéll Lenice, and I'm a certified transformational life coach. For more information about my life coaching services, please visit livingtruelivingyou.com. Now back to the show. All right, welcome back. So a lot of people don't like to kiss. Daryl, why do you think, and if you're just tuning in, I just bust out with the kissing. So if you're just tuning in and you miss a portion of the show, tonight I'm shining my spotlight on the kissing game, the health benefits to kissing. That's right. There are health benefits to kissing. You can always go back to listen to the replay of this show and all the other 71 shows. I would love for you to just listen to me in your car, at work with some headphones in, while you're jogging or on that treadmill, while you're sitting with your spouse or friends or family. Listen to Shine. Tell your friends and family to subscribe to Shine. It's all about positivity. I laugh on the show. I cry on the show. I talk about serious issues. There's always going to be a benefit to this show. Even if you're crying, laughing, there's going to be a benefit. It's going to help you in some type of way. After all, I am Lady Motivator, so I gotta motivate you some kind of way. I have amazing guests. Daryl sits in sometime. So I have awesome guests that come through, and I'm just honored to have them on my little podcast that could. I see big things for the podcast coming down the pike. I am claiming that. So don't forget to tell your friends and family about Shine. All right. So Daryl, why do you think people don't like to kiss?
Don't like to kiss?
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't aware of that. That they don't like to kiss?
So have you ever met somebody, even outside of me, that just didn't like to kiss? Like somebody, you have permission.
There was nothing outside of me.
He said there was nothing outside of me. You don't want to go down that rabbit hole? No, that you have permission.
I have heard people from time to time, say that kissing is very intimate, first of all.
Right.
It's probably, even in some cases, to some people more intimate than the actual act.
I definitely think kissing is more intimate than sex.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely do.
There are people that think that. So
because there are a lot of people that have sex that don't like to kiss.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they feel like sex is an act and a kiss is an intimate.
It's more internal.
Right.
Yeah.
It's an intimate moment. And so I was reading, there are so many people that don't like to kiss. And one of the questions were they wanted to know if someone felt the same or if they were alone. Because when you don't like to do something or you hear someone say, hey, do this, do that, and you don't like to do it, people want to see if they're alone. Like, am I the only one that don't like to kiss, that doesn't like to kiss, I should say. And that's what a lot of people said. The same thing that you said. It's an intimate act. And a lot of people don't want that intimate act. And it's a psychological thing. A lot of things stem back to us growing up as well. So I was looking at this article in Psychology Today. And of course, he talked about kissing and why people should kiss and why they don't kiss. But it says that kissing, of course, is intimate, and sometimes it's more intimate than sex, as we know already to be true. And it also states that deep kissing has different meanings to different people. It's sexually arousing, so some people just like to do it because they know that sex will follow after. It's a way to communicate romantic feelings. It increases intimate bonding, which is important when you think about kissing. But some people don't want to go that deep. Some people don't like intimacy. Some people don't like to be vulnerable. Some people don't like breath and the way it smells or not. That's why some people don't kiss. They don't like the way that breath smells, or they don't like the sound of kissing. Researching people said a whole lot. They don't even like the sound. Hopefully kissing doesn't sound like that, but that's the way it sounds to people. Right. Or they've had a bad experience, or they've had braces and people say it's uncomfortable. I mean, there were a lot of different reasons why people don't kiss. But do you know that kissing makes you happy?
Makes me happy.
It makes you happy. But it does, like I said, it gives you that euphoric feeling. And they call it kissing, they call it a happy hormone. And that's the cortisol that they're talking about. And when people kiss, it bonds them to other people. And I think that's why some people don't like to kiss, because of that. But it improves relationship satisfaction. And it's especially important in long-term relationships. Psychologists say that if you're not kissing in relationships, then your relationship may not last the test of time, because that helps you bond. And it improves the satisfaction in the relationship. Now, if you just are, not married or not engaged, or you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend and you're not interested in that, and you may not be kissing, or you might just be kissing anybody, because nowadays people kissing anybody. They don't even have to be. So is there a difference
in what the millennials are saying versus the older generation?
Well, I know that a lot of, and that's a good question. I don't know if you heard Daryl, but he wanted to know if there was a difference in the millennials and older folks like us, 40 plus.
What's their perception of it?
Younger people aren't trying to kiss. They're trying to Netflix and chill. And chilling, and I think younger people that haven't arrived yet. Now, of course, there are also always exceptions to rules, but a lot of younger people kiss because that's a prelude to sex. Or they don't even need to kiss. There's no intimacy. So it depends on how intimate the relationship is, or where they're really trying to take that relationship. Because nowadays they call it hooking up. When I said nowadays, I felt like an old lady when I said that. Nowadays. But it's interesting because kissing has a tangible impact on self-esteem. Now, this is from healthline.com. They say that they did research in 2016 and found that participants, again, were all not only... If you're not kissing, they said that they found that there were unhappy people in the world. And again, with this cortisol, they're saying that almost more research is needed. Experience a temporary drop in cortisol if you're not kissing. Each time you kiss isn't a bad way to pass time. So basically what they're saying is that it even changes. Not only does it make you happy on the inside, it begins to change your physical appearance. The more cortisol you have, the higher your levels. And that's very interesting. That was something new that I read. Not only does it help you on the inside, it makes you look better on the outside. So the real fine people, I guess they kiss it.
You look so good.
Whatever. Talk about that's why I look so good. But for all of you people out there now, the last show I think I talked about, what did I talk about last week? I think it was I talking about meditation? I was talking about gratitude and kindness. And all of those things are stress management too. When you practice gratitude, and I talked about the benefits of that, and it reducing anxiety. And a lot of people are on medication. A lot of people have a hard time dealing with their anxiety. I speak to them all the time when I did the mental health show, and people that I know personally deal with anxiety, and that is a mental disorder. And something as simple, not to say get off your meds if you're on them, or stop seeing your therapist or life coach or whomever. I'm just saying that kissing has a way acting as stress management. And it includes how well you handle stress and all of that. But there is nothing like a kiss, they say, to calm you down. And when you kiss, the oxytocin decreases anxiety and increases relaxation and wellness.
Amen.
So if you're all hyped up, if you don't have anybody to kiss, then meditate. That also takes your takes your anxiety level down. But if you got somebody to kiss, I think your mate will love it. Just randomly kiss them or kiss her. And they might not know why, but it might not be for their benefit. It might be for your sanity. But it's interesting that it dilates your blood vessels, which help reduce your blood pressure. I talked about that. But ladies, kissing helps relieve your cramps. So when your Aunt Flo comes every month, it helps your cramps. The effect of dilated blood vessels and increased blood flow can help relieve cramps. A boost in the feel-good chemicals and the relief from period cramps. Getting your smooch on when you're in the throes of a bad period might be worth it. I never knew that. Now that research I never knew. But it relieves your cramps. And a lot of women struggle with very bad cramps during that time. Like unbearable, where they can't get out of the bed. So you need to have your man or your woman or whomever kiss you. Yeah. And then that might be, right, get your kiss up, get your kiss on. Also, and I've had a headache for a minute now. It soothes headaches. So kiss, when you say this is, oh, good night, dear, good night, honey. The excuse is, I have a headache, I don't want to have sex tonight. You know how you hear that rumor, you don't know that? I heard it's a rumor. No, but you know how people say it in TV, different scripts that people write. It's always like, I can't tonight, honey, I have a headache. But that's an excuse. But actually, if a man knows how to spin it when a woman says that, then it helps. Kissing helps. So again, that the blood vessels are lowered. The blood pressure can also relieve headaches. Kissing may also help you prevent headaches by lowering your stress, which is a known headache trigger. I get tension headaches sometimes when I'm thinking or stuff. Right. And I will get a tension headache, but kissing can prevent that because it's lowering that stress level. So it makes sense. So in turn, it's kind of wiping that headache away. And as I talked about earlier about the immune system, it helps the immune system. In 2014, a study found that couples that kiss frequently share the same microbiota. I'm not a science major. in their saliva. So not only the saliva help cut back on infections, it also protects and strengthens your immune system. That's deep. And it also reduces allergic responses. So kissing has been shown to provide significant relief from hives and other signs of allergic reaction associated with pollen. Now the pollen count is very high this spring. And now it's summer, but they said that this is one of the highest pollen counts that we've had in many years. And also household dust mites. So if you're allergic to not mice,
Mites.
Dust mites.
Get the clarity on.
Right, get the clarity. So the pollen and the dust mites. Stress also worsens allergic reactions. So kissing affects the stress. It also reduces allergic responses that way. So it's interesting because we're talking about kissing, but stress keeps coming up. So that tells me that stress, and I've done research on stress too, and I even talk about stress in my book, but stress triggers a lot of health issues. Even when we're talking about kissing right now, it's really showing that the stress triggers a lot of this stuff too. So kissing can wipe all of that out. Now, it doesn't mean that you're going to be super healthy if you're not because you start kissing, but it is a possibility that you can become healthier. And I just want to stress with cholesterol because I never had any issues or problems. And I remember one time, and I eat well. You know that I eat well. I don't eat a lot of fried foods. I'm trying to cut out dairy, so I only eat a little bit of dairy. I'm trying to really cut it out, but I eat pretty good. So when my doctor one time told me that my cholesterol wasn't high, but watch it because it increased from my last visit, I was like, oh no, because people have strokes, and that cholesterol gets too high. That's a problem. So for those of you that are have high cholesterol, in 2009, studies found that couples who increased the frequency of romantic kissing experienced improvement in their total serum cholesterol. Keeping your cholesterol in check lowers risk of several diseases, including heart disease and stroke. So normally when I go to the hospital, I have a clean bill of health. And that one time when my doctor said, watch your cholesterol levels because they've increased from before, I was like, automatically I thought stroke, heart attack, and I was like, I didn't want any part of that, and I'm sure you guys don't want any part of that. So get your kiss on. Also, it's a solid barometer for physical compatibility with a romantic partner. That's very true because a lot of people always say it's in a kiss. You can tell when you vibe with someone or have that same energy or connect with that person because the kiss is like fireworks and magical and sparkles and all of that. So what do you think about that? Like can you tell like when you kiss someone? And we're talking about just hypothetically. He's looking at me.
Yes.
Right. But when you kiss someone and those little sparks that you feel and all of that, there are health benefits to that. And people don't even realize. Another study in 2013 found that kissing may help you assess the suitability of your potential partner.
Yes.
So some people will do that. Some people kiss and be like, I wasn't feeling anything. There was nothing in the kiss. And researchers have researched that, and it's a real thing if you don't feel that. But according to women surveyed, a kiss can basically make it or break it when it comes to their attraction. I can agree with that. I definitely agree with that. Because first of all, everybody's lips aren't kissable. Let's start there. Cracked, dry, that Malik Yoba effect. I remember people used to always talk about the lips on New York Undercover. No diss to Malik Yoba though. But some people have eczema on their lips, or some people just cannot moisturize their lips enough. And it's really, not appealing sometimes. Or somebody's breath can be kicking. Jean-Claude Van Damme. They could be really, you know what I mean? So people have to, and women and men both size up one another when they first meet. Like, is he kissable? Is she kissable? And that really is a thing. But it's interesting that you can find out a lot in a kiss. And also kissing a romantic partner boosts your sex drive. We know that. That's the obvious reason for kissing that a lot of people know. Romantic kissing leads to sexual arousal and is often the driving force behind a woman's decision to have sex with someone. Saliva also contains testosterone, a sex hormone that plays a part in the sexual arousal. The longer and the more passionately you kiss, the more testosterone gets released. Right? So I'm doing my podcast, daughter. She's listening to a podcast. She's not listening to mine though, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah, she's supporting me. She's hearing me in the background, but I got to find out whose podcast she was listening to. But and I listen to podcasts also, so it's pretty cool to have my own amongst the ones that I listen to. Mm-hmm. But also, the more you kiss, the more you tighten and tone your facial muscles. We talked about that, but I want to go further in depth with that. The act of kissing can involve anywhere from 2 to 34 facial muscles. Kissing often it uses the muscles on the regular acts like a workout on your face and your neck if you're really into it. And Healthline said that your neck can be tight if you really get into it. That's what they said. This is a health. But this may help firm up your facial muscles. Working out your facial muscles can also increase the collagen production, which contributes to firmer, younger looking skin. So if you want to keep that skin tight, ladies and some gentlemen, you might want to kiss, because a lot of people are buying facial products and products to reduce the aging and the lines, and they're getting a lot of products with collagen in there to help the skin tighten back up, because as we get older, our muscles weaken in our face, and that's where you see the sagging, as I talked about earlier, the baggy, saggy cheeks. But kissing can help that. It firms your skin up to look younger.
Wow, this is good.
Yeah. And I want to make sure people don't think I look 48. I don't want to start looking 48 and they'd be like, oh, dang, you must not be kissing. Thank you. I don't want no one to say, oh, yeah, well, how old are you? 58? Because you ain't kissing. I'm looking at your face and I see you're not kissing. But, of course, it even burns calories, and I just want to go further into that. But using those facial muscles also burns calories. You can burn anywhere from 2 to 26 calories. I wanted to go back to that per minute, depending on how passionately you kiss. This may not be the best workout regimen if you're not trying to lose weight, or if you are trying to lose weight, but it sure beats sweating on the treadmill, because you want to definitely get your bodies right, ladies and gentlemen, get that summertime fine on, but you want to connect the dots. So if kissing is a part of that whole routine, like getting on the treadmill, going for a walk around the track, lifting weights on the elliptical machine, swimming, tennis, basketball, you can throw in kissing as a sport. I wonder if they have competitive kissing. The bottom line is kiss as much as you can. Regardless of whom you're kissing, can have an impact on your emotional and physical well-being. Now, I wouldn't say walk around kissing everybody, but if that's your thing, then hey, I'm all about people doing what they need to do to achieve their goal, whatever that may be. But if you've had any health scares, on a serious tip, if you've had health scares, or if you've been trying to lose weight, or you're trying to get that blood pressure down or that cholesterol down, then you need to seal it with a kiss. What you got to say, Daryl, before we conclude?
Taking in all this information.
Are you going to remember the information?
I ain't going to remember everything, but I'm going to remember to keep kissing you more.
And you're going to know that it's a stress reliever. So when I say I have a headache, that's when you're going to turn around and grease your lips up. Not even grease them up.
I'm getting a headache right now.
You got a headache? Yeah. So he's trying to say he has a headache. That's hilarious. But what'd you say?
Can you help me?
Can I help you?
Apparently you can.
I don't know. I don't know about that. Maybe I shouldn't have done this show, because then I'm going to be expected to start kissing. And sometimes people don't, realistically, a lot of people don't kiss because, and I've heard somebody young say this, that it's old fashioned to kiss and nobody has time for all that.
Say what?
I've heard that. I heard a young person say that. Nobody kisses anymore. We don't have time for all that.
They must be young and slow.
Yeah, but I think that's just it's a fear. You know, that's a closeness that a lot of people don't want to experience, or they're not ready to experience it yet, because that puts you in a vulnerable state. And as you see, biologically, it does things to you. You know, it triggers chemicals to your brain to ignite. That's why people feel all warm and tingly. And that's a thing. The pleasures to go to your brain. But the statistics that say that 1 out of 5 married couples go without kissing for as long as a week at a time. And when they do finally get around to kissing, 40% only kiss no longer than 5 seconds. So that's that. Mwah. That's that. And I think a lot of people don't have time to kiss, because people are passing through the night. They're saying hi, bye. You know, everybody's going off to work or going off to school. They're there all day. And then when they get home, they're tired and they're just, mwah, you know. And some people listen are like, shoot, that's not my problem. We kiss all the time. But I just want to encourage everybody to kiss more, celebrate love more, and experience a new you, a better you, because clearly kissing can have those effects. So you want to say anything to the people before we conclude this week's show?
Keep kissing.
Keep kissing and keep loving on somebody, because it's important to do so, as you hear here. But here's the kissing game once again. Thank you so much for tuning in to Shine. I'm here every week. So subscribe to the podcast where all podcasts are played. Thank you so much for tuning in. Until next time, God bless. And remember, you are a star, so don't allow anyone to dim your shine. Oh, but wait, I have a campaign called I See You Shining, Shine campaign. So I'm asking everyone to tell me why you shine. It's an empowerment. It's a movement. It's a campaign to empower, to uplift, and to remind you that you are shining all the time, even if you don't know you are. So the campaign goes like this. I need you to upload a video, a 15-second video, and email it to livingtruelivingyou@gmail.com. But in that video, I want you to say, example, hi, I'm Kendéll Lenice, and I shine because I'm resilient. And that's the video. And I'm going to compile all of the videos, and I'm going to make a huge video that's going to be seen by the world. It's something that I want to add to the world that's about positivity. And it's not just for women, because men shine too.
Absolutely.
So you're going to do a video, right?
Absolutely.
So please join my campaign and tell your friends and family not only about the Shine campaign, I See You Shining Shine campaign, but also about this podcast. All right, I'm gone. That's it. That's all. God bless. Have a good one.
Shine with Kendéll Lenice. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together. For real people. Let's shine together. Real talk for real people. Let's shine together. Shine with Kendéll Lenice. Real talk for real people.